Fire away.
Hey, hi everyone. My name is Bonnie, and I would like to introduce to you my teammates, Dennis, Bonnie L, Alvina, and Franco. We are Group 1, and today we will be presenting to you how accountants use YouTube effectively in their career. Some key topics we will be covering are the different ways accountants use YouTube, how different categories of accountants use YouTube, as well as an analytical comparison of two different companies and an evaluation of who does it best. Also, we will be covering some problems and risks when using YouTube, as well as some recommendations on how you guys can use YouTube for your future. First off, what are the different ways accountants use YouTube? It is used for educational purposes, such as understanding YouTube tutorials. There are online tutorials of how to use specific accounting softwares, such as Sage Simply Accounting, Wave, and MYOB. These accounting softwares initially do the same thing. They teach you how to bookkeep, they teach you how to record transactions, as well as to make financial statements. Next, YouTube is also used for promotion. Different accounting firms would use YouTube to promote their company goals, images, and purpose, all through a visual concept. With those activities, customers will be able to know and understand what the company has to offer. For example, we have Waterford Accountants, and this is their promotional video, and we'll be able to see how they influence their audience.
This is why you're 110% from everyone you work with. Someone who can do more than just crunch the numbers and lodge forms. At Waterford Accountants, we are passionate about helping people to improve their business to its full potential, and that's what makes us different.
And in case you guys are wondering, Waterford Accountants is actually an accounting firm located in Australia, and they're fairly new to the business. They've been in business for about 5 years, and they are continuously growing. Next, YouTube is used for internal communication. It is used by managers, employees, and owners within an organization. This type of communication helps analyze performance criteria with the use of PowerPoint projects that can be converted into YouTube videos. And with that, companies will be able to evaluate their employees based on their work efforts in the working field. On top of that, YouTube is also used for external communication. It is used by everyone. It is used by customers, auditors, and investors. Basically, these people would go on YouTube and find out more about company reputation and financial positions. And if some of the companies wish to, they would find out more about accounting firms and plan to partner up with these companies in the future. So that's a segment on how accountants use YouTube in different ways. And I'll pass it on to you, Dennis, who will continue on.
So I'll talk about how different categories of companies in accounting use YouTube. Use of YouTube slightly differs with the size of companies. Small companies tend to use it differently from medium to large. Small companies usually use it for direct advertisement of their businesses, namely the services they offer, and as well as they actively attract new staff, like last year accounting students from universities. Medium companies, they're already big enough to start to promote their general company's culture and vision and values, but they are not still big enough to be recognized. That is why they use it for both, for promotion and for promoting, like for advertisement and for company's culture and the values promoting. And they also position themselves as unique in comparison to large firms, because they still have to manage and maintain work-life balance. Large companies in accounting will be known as Big Four companies. They broadcast companies' values. They have high standards of quality, and they explain it through their YouTube channels why it is important and why their clients should pay higher fees for their services. So here are some examples of how different firms use it. Here's the example of local firm. Franco, the firm I used to work in. They use it to show to prospective employees, to students of Simon Fraser University, to engage in college programs. Next one. Prudential MMP company. In this video, it shows the high-rise office in the downtown Vancouver area. It shows how confident they are. Next one, national size, Grant Thornton, Canada.
Grant Thornton honors in every industry.
An employee explains how wide her experience is, and she has access, as well as other employees of Grant Thornton, to gain experience of businesses of different sizes and shapes, and global company Ernst & Young. That's okay. Just uses different approach, shows global perspective, uses like phrases and words of global size, and they're proud of their global presence, they're proud of their global experience and full of knowledge, and they promote it to the external users. So for different types of companies, every type of company tries to emphasize something which is, through YouTube, try to emphasize something which is not actually expected from them. Like in audit firms, they use YouTube to promote getting in touch with alumni and tax accountants. They demonstrate work-life balance, like jeans to work, like they show a person who's wearing jeans to work, as opposed to a man wearing a suit and working high deadlines. So they show the flexibility which can be present within the profession. And recently, Accounting Division, they also started to use YouTube to foster public confidence and to help its own members to excel, and not other personnel.
Today I'm going to talk about how two accounting audit firms, Deloitte and Ernst & Young, have used YouTube, and ultimately who I thought used it better. I will be evaluating their efficiency on YouTube through their ability to attract viewers, their channel layout, and most importantly, their overall video content. Let's start with their titles. A majority of Ernst & Young's titles are much too ambiguous. For example, one of the titles given to the video pertaining to jobs was "Give them a feeling that they're at home," which gives little to no indication to viewers onto like what the video is about, therefore hurting their chances of getting views. Meanwhile, Deloitte strategically begins many of their titles with the category first, followed by the topic of the video, which allows viewers to get a clear sense of the overall direction of the video. Proper titles, in turn, also provides for valuable keywords for viewers to search up. According to a YouTuber's guide to climbing the charts, the thumbnail is usually the biggest factor in determining whether viewers will watch your videos. Deloitte's thumbnails are a great representation of their videos since they look professional and are relevant. This is especially important when YouTubers reach the end of the video and related videos are shown without their titles. Ernst & Young's thumbnails, on the other hand, are a bit awkward. Here on the slide are some examples. Another tip Michael Miller had suggested in his book was to use contrasting colors in their thumbnails, as they are really effective in getting the attention of viewers. I frequently see Deloitte practicing this technique on their thumbnails in order to make them stand out. Each company has a different approach with their YouTube channel. Ernst & Young kept their channel simple by not straying too far from the standard YouTube interface, with merely a basic banner and a link to their company homepage. Meanwhile, Deloitte takes full advantage of YouTube functions, customizing their channel with live social feeds, links to recent economic reports, and a sidebar for easier navigation. As for features, Ernst & Young decided to disable comments for all their videos, while Deloitte enabled all comments. I found Deloitte's decision to allow their viewers to have a voice and comment more engaging. Creating high-quality videos was not an issue for either company. Both companies offer relatively fresh content weekly to to ensure that they are not forgotten in the world of YouTube, and also offer a variety of videos ranging from informative economic videos to charitable videos that potentially interest many different types of viewers. Moreover, both companies created several channels in multiple different languages to cater to the various countries in which they operate in. With Deloitte's eye-catching thumbnails, precise titles, abundant features, and interactive role on YouTube, Ernst & Young's channel leaves much to be desired in comparison. Therefore, I firmly believe Deloitte used YouTube more efficiently. Next up is Alvina.
Okay, so even though there are many benefits of using YouTube, whether you're sending out information or receiving information, there are also many risks to be aware of. Now let's take a look at this list of 6 risks. Take a second to read this list and prioritize these from most important to least important. So Grant Thornton, a company that Dennis had mentioned earlier, they surveyed 100 senior level executives from private companies that did the exact same survey. These execs prioritized these risks from most important to least important, and here are the results. Negative comments, disclosure of information, and out-of-date information were considered the more important risks to be aware of. Other than this list of risks, there are actually more. Internal risks. Decreased productivity refers to when employees are working in their offices and they start surfing the web rather than doing what has to be done for the company. Even though the data for how much time is used on work and how much time is used on YouTube can never be calculated, it's still a risk to the company. Employment claims refers to the hiring process of companies. So when they're hiring potential employees, they may use their personal YouTube accounts to find information about their personal life. Since there have been legal issues about regarding using YouTube against people who are trying to get the job, it's better to refer to an employment attorney for advice. So companies should be aware of video posts that they produce, because what they produce can also deter the decisions of potential candidates that can work for your company. So it is important with your videos to identify, attract, and engage all the potential employees. Reputation and defaming harm refers to negative comments that people might put under your videos that you post. Because there are so many YouTube viewers every day, millions and millions of viewers, it is important that you keep your YouTube videos professional and avoid negative comments. The CNA had given an example of a national pizza chain that was, in April 2009, a video was posted from that chain of 2 employees tainting a pizza as an act of humor. This video was put onto Facebook. There were 1 million hits, and the reputation of this pizza chain was actually severely damaged because of the video. So lastly, in the internal risk, doing nothing can be a risk too. Companies need to focus on the growing risks, which is they have to keep evaluating the growing risks and the changes of YouTube, because what is protected today may not be protected next week. Their policies can always change. This leads us to the infotech risks. Malware is a short term for malicious software, which is a link that people can post under your comments, and if you click on it, it will send a virus or damage to your computer. Privacy, as mentioned earlier, personal identity, company's information. Security refers to the username and the password of the company's account. Some companies do private groups of their YouTube videos, whether they film their meetings for record. If these meetings hold some important information and important company information, that can be released to the public. Unauthorized applications include when other applications like Real Player allows you to download videos from YouTube. They can download your videos onto their computers, edit them, and then send it back up to YouTube to spread a bad reputation of your company. So even though YouTube is easy and it's fun, there are many risks that you have to be aware of when you're using it to your company. I'll now pass it on to Franco.
So recommendations on using YouTube effectively. As Bonnie and Enes mentioned earlier, there are different methods of using YouTube. Some would be tutorials, so we have to have different target audience for each use. For tutorials, you'll be aiming for bookkeepers, starting accountants, as you need to teach them how to use your software. Promotion would be to your customers, or when you're promoting your firm, yourself, or your product. Internal communication are for your coworkers. That includes your boss, so make sure you put a lot of emphasis on professionalism. External communication is, well, to everyone. That one's a little harder to target. So to get your target audience, make sure you have tags in your video. This helps your viewers find your videos easier. As we all know, there are millions of videos on YouTube. And to prevent some of the risks that Alvina mentioned earlier, the most important one was a negative comment. So regulate the comments. YouTube allows you to approve all the comments that are put onto your video, and you choose to only show those. Also, provide links in the description, annotations in the video that can lead to new and more updated tutorials or information that your firm allows the public to see, so that your viewers will not be finding old, out-of-date information. For internal use, make sure to set your privacy setting to private, and only allow those that you wish to see the video have the links. This will prevent any leak of information to the public that you do not wish that happen. For tutorials, include timestamps in your description. So you have many different topics in one tutorial, and your viewer is only maybe looking for one of those topics. Time is very important for us accountants, as we have to work very efficiently. And for promotion, make sure to get your viewers to subscribe and engage your community by replying to their comments. This helps create a network, and as Robin Day has mentioned in our lectures before, networking is very important for us accountants as well. So to sum up the presentation, YouTube is a source of learning. It's a universal media for communication. It's a useful tool to attract an audience. It's risky, but still beneficial for you. And it's also a basic channel to create an image for your company. And these are just some of the references for our slide. And that is all. Any questions?
Thank you. I just have a comment. Congratulations on keeping it together with whatever's sticking through the pipe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
No questions?
Oh, yes. Since you said that having the comment section open is better, is there any benefits if you close the comment sections, or why do companies do that?
I would close it because like people would slander and sometimes like I think Ernest and Yami like he posted a video and then it was like a song that was like Jesus kind of song, but they like remixed it or something, and then it was like a internal video, but then it got leaked somehow, and then all of the comments were just negative ones. And
I guess a comment is also a distraction from the video. If one person posts a negative comment as opposed to, even though there are 10 positive comments and there's one negative comment, that can still throw off your video and it will still look like it's a bad comment.
Alright, thank you.
Yes.
Will having like a very small amount of views impact the company negatively? Like, cause I think you're comparing Deloitte and EY. Like Deloitte had like thousands of views and the other ones had like 6.
there was videos where there was only like four views or 3 views, so like not really. Like I guess they just have like content up there, and then like there's some videos that have like over like 10,000 views, and then there's videos that don't. And then I guess the good ones, like the ones with lots of views, make up for the ones with like small.
Okay, thank you very much.